Hi guys, and welcome to the 5th episode of Any Old Irons Talk. This one's just going to be a really quick one. I just really want to hear from you guys on what you think about everything at the moment, at this current period in time, and this is the day before the transfer window shuts. So transfer window shuts at midnight tomorrow night, and basically the big question on everyone's lips at the moment, looking on Twitter, social media and everything, the one thing going around, apart from obviously transfer speculation, is Bilic in or out, and that's the main question of this video, Bilic in or out. I'm going to run through quickly, briefly, some points about Bilic, but really I want to hear from you guys. I want you to comment, ask questions, have a debate and whatever basically. But basically I want to hear from you guys about Bilic. So basically the pros to Bilic are that, you know, when he first joined, he played for West Ham, sort of a little bit of a West Ham legend going on, come back, everyone sort of loved him, really pleased. I was personally pleased, he's the man I wanted. But from there, the first season was amazing. The last season at the Park, everything was great. I mean, it was really a fitting end to a great season. And yeah, so everything was great. However, like, you know, then looking at the negative side of things, you got to remember, like, the only thing that wasn't great about that season was slightly disappointing in the last couple of games, like losing to Swansea and losing to Stoke in between the Man United win. Now, you know, the thing is, the team seemed to dip for no reason on them two games, when if they'd have won both them games, we'd have got Champions League spot. So that's when you could have say it started to falter, because when we went into the new stadium, I know it's a big transition, everything for everyone, but it all seemed to, nothing really gelled. We got the first win against Bournemouth in the Premier League, that was good, but really nothing gelled. Things were terrible at home last season. It was one of the worst, you know, home season ticket experiences I've had. I thought the atmosphere was rather flat most of the season, apart from the Spurs game and the Chelsea in the Cup game was amazing. Apart from that, fairly flat. So looking at that, you know, going from the back end of the final season at the Bowling Ground, going into the new season, not that great. You know, a lot going on, but let's just say that throughout the season it wasn't a very good season, and really our end position that season didn't really justify how badly we really wasn't that great. It was just the fact that there's a lot of shit teams in the division last year, and you know, that was it. But on Bilic's side, I must say, last season I didn't think he was that great. I had questions about his formation, I had questions about some of his signings, I had questions about his team selections. Very stubborn, playing players out of position, you know, not giving players what they wanted. I at one time thought Antonio was going to leave if he carries on playing him at right back, because this is just ridiculous. So basically, you know, not a very good season. I don't really personally think last season. I think we sort of got away with it. It looked a bit better than it was. The Spurs game, I think, was, you know, icing on the cake of that season, really. And the season was over after the Tottenham game. That's all that anyone cared about, was beating them. But, you know, that sort of marred over what was a poor season, and it sort of hasn't been any different since. Although we've signed some really good players, and, you know, the players that Bilic wanted, the board wanted, whatever, it still doesn't look that great, to be quite honest with you. Still the same old problems. Bad pre-season by the looks of it. Fitness is a serious issue. I don't think he knows his best formation. He keeps playing players out of position. I don't think he knows what the best defence is, or how to set a defence up. So yeah, I'm struggling at this moment in time to see the positives of this. And personally, I just want to know all your thoughts, and whether it's for you personally, Bilic in or out. I've got to say, at this moment in time, much as I hate to say it, because I like backing people, and 3 games in to the Premier League season, I wouldn't usually say this, but I just got a bad feeling that it's going to continue going this way. So I'm going to say Bilic out on this one. And I know the board have given him a few more games. I still don't think they're going to turn it around personally. I want Bilic, want the team to prove me wrong, you know, and turn this around, and let's get back to the love affair with Bilic that we had in that very first season when he come. But for me, just one question to you, and that's Bilic in or out. Put whatever other comments you want. Just really want to know what your views are. I'm seeing a lot of views are angling more towards Bilic out at the moment. A lot of people are very angry. So that's the main reason for the video. I will be doing another video after the transfer window is shut, so I'll probably put it up Friday or Saturday as soon as I can on how the transfer window's gone, what I think about the transfer window and stuff like that. Very quickly as well, some questions and comments from my last couple of videos put up. I had one that was from a Newcastle fan called Keith saying keep your heads up to the Hammers and that they will do well. Really hope so, Keith. I hope you're right, mate. We were terrible the weekend and one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Charlie Anderson said that Declan Rice has looked really good. I think Declan Rice has looked brilliant and been one of the highlights of the season so far. Unfortunate with the goal, but you know, personally I don't think he should have been taken off at half time. But you know, hopefully, you know, he'll back up his ideas and he'll put his head up and carry on playing. He seems like a good lad. So hopefully big things ahead for Declan Rice. Adam Kelly has asked, what is my boyhood West Ham hero? Really, to be quite honest with you, briefly, it's Paolo Di Canio. Ever since I was going over there when I was little, I liked all sort of players, but never had a real true affiliation with anyone until I watched Di Canio play. And yeah, just thought he was an absolutely amazing player. And just I actually met him on a couple of occasions as well, and really nice bloke. So that only helped me like him more. So yeah, Di Canio is probably one of my all-time favourite players. To be quite honest with you, he's yeah, he's the one player that I loved when I was younger. I also got, which I'll read out, I had to write this one down, another comment about when I asked what was AU's best position. AU's best position is on the bench to cover all attacking areas. He's a luxury player and good for a top 6 team, but useless at West Ham. That was from Richard Walton. Yeah, I have to say, probably agree with you. He does seem like a bit of a luxury player. He turns up when he wants to turn up, really, which is unfortunately for West Ham not really that often. You know, he's tapped in a few goals and that, but at the moment I'm quite disappointed in AU, and hopefully he'll just come good. You know, he had a bad injury at the beginning. Hopefully he's going to come good. But I do agree with you, he's sort of a luxury bench player, if that, and one that we really can't afford to have. So he's another player that I wouldn't be too sad to see go. But if you can please all just answer the main question. Send in whatever questions you have for me and anything, but Bilic in or out, that's the main reason for this video. Just want to know all your opinions on this one. And please like, share and subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers and for liking, and anyone who's taken the time to view the videos. So I'll be back on Friday, Saturday morning with another one on the transfer update and what the situation is after the transfer window. Fingers crossed we do some signings. Okay, alright, thanks a lot guys. Speak to you later. Bye.